this campground is huge. It's like 700 acres or something, I think. I'll have to double check that, but it is just an absolutely huge campground. So we are here at Disney's Fort Wilderness Campground, and the cool thing about this particular campground is that it is part of the Disney resort system. So if you stay at this campground, then you get all of the same privileges that you would get if you were staying in one of the Disney actual resorts. So things like magic hours, where you get to be in the parks a little bit earlier than everybody else, transportation, all of those things you can take advantage of if you're staying here at Fort Wilderness. Now, a couple of things to be aware of with Fort Wilderness is that it is not going to be the cheapest campground that you've ever stayed at. Just like anything that is kind of Disney related, it's not going to be on the cheap side. However, this particular campground does not lack in providing the Disney experience. So everything as you ride around and as you look around is very much in theme with Fort Wilderness. It's a very woodsy area. Everything feels just like you were out kind of in the wilderness. The general store, the horse riding barn, everything just has that feel of being kind of in an old time fort and being out in the woods, really kind of truly camping, even though you're right here on Disney property. Now, here is a tip with reservations for Fort Wilderness. You can book online up to 365 days in advance, which if you are planning on coming, you definitely need to make reservations well in advance. However, if you call, you can book up to 499 days in advance. So if you plan on coming here during a very busy time, like we are during the holidays or Halloween, or times where it's very popular to visit the Disney parks, you need to make reservations as far in advance as you can to make sure that you have a site. Something else to be aware of is they don't assign you a site the minute you make that reservation. So just because you have your reservation doesn't mean that your site number is actually locked in. When you come, they're going to assign you a site at that time. So do be aware of that there's not a guarantee that you're going to get a specific site. You're just going to get a site that is within the range of sites that you selected. So if you selected a premium site, of course you will have a premium site. You just are not going to be able to know which site number that is until that you arrive and are ready to check in. So Fort Wilderness is just an absolutely huge campground. So one of the things that you probably want to do and that you can do here is to rent a golf cart. There are just hundreds of acres that they have here of campsites and different areas that you're going to want to see. And so as you can kind of see in the directory behind me here, it's just a very massive area. So depending upon which campsite you want, and they do have different levels of campsites. So you can get just kind of a basic full hookup campsite. There's a preferred campsite, a premium campsite, and then a premium meadow campsite that's going to be a little bit closer to all of the things to do and see in Fort Wilderness. So depending upon your budget, there's 4 different levels. You can have a tent at each RV site, so that's always something that you can do. And you can have up to 10 people on your site as well. So if it's something that you want to do with extended family or another group, you can definitely do that and have your RV at one site and then your tent at the same site as well. But you definitely are going to want to rent a golf cart, because walking all of this by foot is quite worth the feat. So this is the Pioneer Hall where they do the Hoop-to-Do review, and that's a really fun event, which is just like a musical dinner theater. So if you are at Fort Wilderness, this is something to consider. You do have to purchase a separate ticket with a separate cost, but it is well worth the price to have that full-on Disney experience and take in a really fun show. Another wonderful thing about Fort Wilderness Campground is that you have transportation over to the parks. So you can actually hop on a ferry that will take you across the lake over to the Magic Kingdom. From there, you can jump on the monorail and ride the monorail to some of the other different parks as well. So there's also buses available to take you from park to park. You really don't even need to ever leave the campground, except for maybe to get groceries or something of that nature. But to visit the parks, all of the transportation is complimentary. Included is just something that's part of your visit here at Disney's Fort Wilderness. And you can get back and forth from the campground into all of the 4 different Disney parks that are in this area quickly and easily. So we're gonna take a boat over to the parks, and you can take these ferries back and forth from the Fort Wilderness Campground over to the Disney park. So super fun to be able to just take this ferry across for free. So there are several different restaurants that are on the property. There's some snack bar type restaurants that you can just walk in and get food. One thing you do need to keep in mind is most of the restaurants that are here do require advance reservations. So you do need to jump onto the website and make those reservations in advance. It's not the type of restaurant that you can just, walk in and put your name on a list, but you do need to have those reservations made in advance if you want to go into the actual restaurants and have a sit-down meal. Other than that, there's some takeout options here, and then also the different snack bars that serve things like, burger, pizza, hot dog, those types of things that are available. And of course, most of us live in the RV life, like to cook in our rigs too. So you can always go hit the grocery store and have your food right at your rig as well. So this is the trading post, and when you walk in, it really does feel like you've stepped back in time into a trading post. All of the decor inside is themed like a trading post. Even the employees are in kind of a uniform that is reminiscent of kind of an old time feel. So the cool thing about this park is, again, you are getting the full Disney experience where everything is themed, and it is just done with the spirit of excellence, and cool things that they have inside, trading pins, shirts, but also, if you forgot your s'more stuff or any of your just kind of necessity basics, you can pick it up here at the trading post. It's like your pins, where you get the pins to put on your lanyards and do pin trading. They have all sorts of really cool pins here that you can get to put on your lanyards. I like this one from Coco. So there's a great swimming pool here, as well as a splash pad. They also provide complimentary life jackets. So if you've got younger ones that just, maybe don't have the best swimming schools yet, you can throw them in a complimentary life jacket. And the pool is heated, so you don't have to worry about being too cold if it's not a perfectly sunny Florida day outside. But very, very nice pool area, plenty of chairs, umbrellas, great place to come and relax. The wonderful thing about Fort Wilderness is obviously you're here really because you came for Disney. This is not a place you would come stay just because you want to look for an RV park in the Florida area. But, if you've done Disney before, you know how it is. After a couple of days, you're ready for just kind of that day where you take a break before that you get back into action. So this is a great place to just come, decompress, let the kids hang out at the pool, enjoy some Florida sun, and take that break before that you go back into the parks. So if you choose to come here during the holidays, it is truly a magical experience. The decorations are just amazing. The decorations that people put outside of their campsites are even more amazing. Probably more amazing that you're gonna find driving around a neighborhood. It's just incredible what people set outside of their campsites. But they also have really fun activities. So there'll be a tree lighting ceremony later, a full-on choir, a crafting corner. It is just a magical experience if you choose to come here during one of the holidays.
So we are going to decorate the golf cart.
And then I can tie it.
What, are you gonna put the bow on the front, Trinity, or on the side, like on the very front?
Okay, right there.
Oh, matching pair. I like it.
Looking good.
Isn't it? It'll be so cute.
Plugging in the inverter to the battery bank.
Yeah.
So where are we going, guys?
Wow, that Grinch is ugly.
Where are we going? We're going to
To a
the
parade.
Christmas Eve
Disney parade.
golf cart parade.
Well, it's technically a Disney parade because everybody dressed it up Disney. Pretty much. Everybody here is a Disney fanatic.
They are. So we've decorated up the golf cart, but I have a feeling that there will probably be some pretty epic golf cart.
We're not gonna win. For sure, we're not gonna
Well,
win.
if there, I don't know if there's a contest, but if there's a
No,
contest.
it is a contest.
It's a contest?
Yeah, we're totally not gonna win.
No, but it was fun decorating the golf cart. So we'll get to be in the Christmas Eve golf cart parade here at Disney's Fort Wilderness. And then, of course, just being the Star Wars fan that I am, all of these blow-up Star Wars Christmas decorations just make my Star Wars fan heart extremely happy because it's so much fun seeing all of the Star Wars stuff. And then what makes me even happier is seeing this Discovery over here that is like a twin
Ooh, it's our twin.
to our rig. It is like, I mean, other than maybe a few small things, that is exactly a twin to our rigs. Awesome, thank you. Merry Christmas.
Christmas to you too. Have a magical evening.
Thank you. All of the employees here are just amazing. Like, I've heard that Disney actually has a whole division then where you can hire them to come and train staff like on your company even, because they do such a wonderful job of customer experience. And so when you come to a Disney park or a Disney resort, like this is a Disney resort, the customer experience is just amazing. I don't want to hit that turkey.
Turkey!
I know I don't want to hit the turkey. Turkey! This is just so cool. Like all of these decorations that people put out. It's the big dog. Look at that. It's the big dog.
Merry Christmas, dear
Merry
dog!
Christmas! Anyway, it is just so crazy how people go all out decorating. And another thing that's really cool is I don't think I have ever seen, oh, that one's cool. I don't think I've ever seen so many Prevos in one place. So this is definitely like the place to be if you are an RVer at Christmas time.
Oh, yeah, what do you... There's no Dixon. It's Blitzen. Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner and Blitzen. Dad, look, there's a Rudolph.
Rudolph.
Dasher,
Nice.
Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, Rudolph!
Oh my gosh, it's Luke Skywalker
in pajamas.
2 Luke Skywalkers in pajamas.
It's
C-3PO, a whole stormtrooper army. There's couple Kylo Rens, more stormtroopers. Like, seriously, how long does this take to set up? Because this is insane, but this is so cool. It's the whole First Order. The whole First Order.
Plus,
Decked out in Christmas jammies is right there.
except for General Hawks and like all the generals.
And then here's Yoda.
Yoda!
There's Yoda.
That is hilarious. I love
Isn't
it.
that hilarious?
There's a Mrs. Yoda.
They rent storage units to put all their decorations in, and they pay storage for these
all
storage
year,
units
just to
all year
store
long.
all their decorations.
Just to store all their decorations
For
'cause
Disney Christmas.
For Disney Christmas. Because obviously
Wow.
there's no way you can put all of that in your RV. I mean, you know what
No,
it's
it
like
wouldn't
living in
fit.
an RV. It's
Right.
to be as minimal as possible.
Wow.
But yeah, they rent storage units. And then some people, like, they're from Kentucky, so they have a trailer that they put all their decorations in and haul down here.
All the way from Kentucky
all the way from Kentucky
to Fort Wilderness.
to Fort Wilderness. They've been doing this for 3 years,
Wow.
and they always, I guess,
They always win.
when they get here, they request this site that's on a corner, so they have all of this corner area
To put
to
all,
put
their
all the
stuff.
decorations out in.
Wow.
But yeah, they're here through March 1st, so they were able to extend. However, that they were able to extend through March 1st. But the customer experience is amazing. The employees are amazing. Earlier, when we were lining up for the parade, the employees that were helping us line up were just dancing and they were happy. It's like, that's what you should be. You should be happy to come to work. And they always are at least very happy. It doesn't, if they don't like coming to work, you certainly would never know that, because all of the employees, when you come to a Disney resort, such as this or any of the Disney parks, they're always just so happy to be at work and friendly. So Disney has definitely done a lot of things right when it comes to customer experience and staff, and obviously they treat their staff well, or else their staff wouldn't stay. So that is just one thing that's super cool about just the whole Disney experience. And you know, even though that this campground costs a little bit more to stay here than it would your KOA or whatever, it's a Disney experience. Just like if you were staying at a Disney resort, except for you can obviously be here with your RV, because when you're living the RV life, the last thing you want to do is get a hotel. Like, if you have to go get a hotel, it's because you've had some sort of event, like a breakdown or something like that, and you can't be in your rig. So when you come to a place like this, I mean, you're mobile, you're living the RV life. You don't want to go get a hotel. You don't want to go stay in one of the Disney resorts, like the Polynesian or one of the other resorts, but you can stay here and still be in your home with your RV and still have that incredible Disney experience. So it's just a wonderful campground to be at. So thanks so much for watching this video about Disney Fort Wilderness Campground. If you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment below. Let us know if you've ever stayed here or want to stay here, plan on staying here. We would love to hear about your experiences, or maybe just some of the plans that you have that would involve Disney and Fort Wilderness. Don't forget to also subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so that you're notified every time a new video posts.
Alligator food.